things theology, all things theology. We chop it up properly, without an apology. Gotta give that theology to God, hallowed be, cause this is how we do it at All Things Theology.
Well, guys, have you guys heard about Rod Parsley? This guy's been coming after Rod Parsley. He apparently worked for Rod Parsley. We're gonna play some clips about it. And he's been coming at Jamal, or sorry, this is not Jamal. He's been coming at Rod talking about, man, he was doing some wild stuff. We're going to get into some of that wild stuff. Look, I'm going to share my screen, y'all. We got to play this, man, because I was like, man, now let me say this. I knew Rod Parsley was abusive verbally. You remember that clip with him and his daughter yelling at everybody who left the church and just going nuts and crazy? Yeah. Well, I kind of figured from that, okay, this probably isn't the first time they've done something like this, and they're probably verbally abusive. They're probably he's probably a pulpit bully. You know where the sermon actually becomes about some of the members in the church. You just preach on how disobedient they are and they don't like to listen to authority. Right? Literally, people have talked about that. Well, let me share this. Let me share my screen. And let's talk about old Rod Parsley. So this gentleman apparently used to work for old Rod Parsley. Do you guys see the title of this? This crazy. Like, bro, this should never be a title of some pastor. This should never be the title like with the pastor, right? Well, okay, let's hear the man talk. And we're just going to play and get into it.
He prepares, like I said, he comes there to get dressed for a Sunday, or Wednesday, whatever. He lives half the time there. That means you clean up, you take a bath, shower, whatever, change clothes, prepare.
He would arrive in casual dress.
Yeah, jeans, a t-shirt.
Okay.
Sweatshirt, whatever. And he prepares there for the service, suit and tie, shoes. It's all there. He has his own living quarters. And it was shocking to me the first or the second time I'm back there, because as personal assistant, you are supposed to almost track behind his every step.
Right.
You got to be.
So this guy is Rod Parsley's former personal assistant. Okay. And what you see often in these churches, these mega churches where the pastor is kind of a celebrity, man, they have like their little own entourage. And the stuff this guy says about Rod Parsley is going to be crazy. Again, we're only going to look at a bit of it, but you obviously see the title. You can go check it out for yourself. Ohio for Freedom channel. I mean, that's a crazy title, man. That's a crazy title.
Be mindful of everything on the schedule. Mm-hmm. From little bit of the details of the service to where he's going to be at tomorrow, by the end of the week. They plan all this stuff out, and it gets passed along the schedule among the executive staff. So one of my first experiences back there, him preparing for service, he's changing his clothes.
Okay.
He's, getting out of the casual clothes and into his suit. And there's where he gets ready in his bedroom, which has a bathroom and, of course, closet, bed, dresser, those type of things. A living area. It's a kitchen, living area. There's a library there.
Yeah.
And I'm in that library part of the apartment, and there's double doors that separate the living room from the bedroom.
Okay.
But it still has that big open feel to it.
Right.
Open area. And Rod is naked, walking back and forth, talking to me, instructing me on what to do.
Say, bro, put a towel on, man. Put a towel on. Bro, why are you doing this? Like, why is you doing this, man? Now, look, I'm going to tell you some of there's like these cult tactics that people do, these acts of humiliation that people do, and it almost sounds like this guy was brought into one of those humiliating acts. This is supposed to be an embarrassing moment, but Rod seems real comfortable. Pardon the pun.
Do later that day, or go get this for me.
When you say naked, like he's in his boxer shorts or his briefs?
No, this is complete 100% naked.
Dog.
In Tennessee, we say butt naked.
Yeah,
You're saying
Butt naked.
Hey, no, in the South, we say buck naked. That man was buck naked. No, bro. Look, I can say this. I'm good friends with my pastors, but we ain't that close. Bro, I'm walking out.
okay, but that's just for a quick second.
No. He's conversing with me.
What, conversing, like
With no
looking
draws.
right at you?
Yeah, not as close, but looking at me to tell me, go get this, whatever, I need this.
Hold on a second, bro. You're not going to do this to me.
Reacting to their nastiness. You nasty.
Put some clothes, bro. Like, why are you so comfortable with another man being naked? I mean, I look, bro. Hey, look, everybody know. Somebody comes, everybody's first thought is to cover up, right? That means you done this before. This ain't your first time. I mean, that would be me psychoanalyzing all this afterwards, bro. This ain't your first time with another man this naked, and we ain't playing sports, so we ain't hitting the shower, so you don't got that excuse. Come on, Rod. Come on, Rod, man. Put some clothes on, bro. Hey, Rod said,
Turn off the lights.
So it's not like a oops, sorry.
No, it's not a oops, sorry kind of situation. He's meaningfully walking around a king in his castle, butt naked.
And he's looking at you eye to eye.
Yeah, eye to eye.
Did you
15, 20 feet away.
Did you return his gaze?
No, it was shocking to me, Everett. Here I am, a young Christian, a young preacher that looks up to him, on so many different levels. Pastor, the evangelist Rod Parsley, and I'm seeing him talk to me naked.
This is so shocking to me. But so, pardon me if we go back over this. You're saying that you've been there for a matter of months. Mm-hmm. You're there to pursue a call of God, prepare yourself, get a Bible education. Right. You get this opportunity for this, like, once in a lifetime, or like how many other people get this opportunity. Right. And you're executive assistant to a worldwide known, travels around on private jets, is on all these different TV stations. You're what, 25 years old?
I'm 25 years old. Yep.
That would make him about 50.
He was 50 years old.
And he's buck stark, frontal nude, naked, talking to you.
This is crazy, yo, but as some people in the chat talking about, man, there's been a lot of pastors exposed this year, right? A lot of pastors have been exposed. Now, some people may say, well, this guy is lying. I'll tell you this. Telling this story, if you're lying, no man wants to do that, because it would be just embarrassing for me. Bro, I probably would have took that to my grave. I ain't gonna lie. That's something I probably like, bro. Hold on a second. Yeah. So I don't believe this guy is lying. Now, do I know? I don't know him. I don't know all his theology, et cetera, et cetera. This isn't a defense of him. But unfortunately, man, yeah, Cat Williams was right. A lot of people got exposed this year. This is crazy, man.
That's normal? With no shame. He's not even trying to cover it up, or it's almost.
Why?
I was under the impression, like, look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Now, I was talking to somebody about this earlier, and this can be like a dominating kind of like expression. Like, cult tactics do stuff like this, not necessarily get naked, but just little things that seem like, why would you do that? Like, cult tactics mastering this to bring humiliation, shame, domination upon you. And it's almost like, again, I don't know all of Rod Parsley, but that's what I kind of see from this. Like this, bro, there's literally no, bro, put a towel on, put some shorts on, something, bro. There's literally no reason for you to be like this with another man, right?
Because it's so open and out. It ain't like he's sneaking behind the door. Hey, can you run and get something? getting ready to get in the shower or whatever and get this for me.
You're a guy, I'm a guy. We've been in junior high, we've been in high school.
Right.
So we've been in the locker room.
And
But so glimpses or what, but in any other time in your life as an adult male, have you had another adult male totally butt naked, like we say in Tennessee, talking to you as though this is totally normal for me to be standing here?
Here, I'll answer the question. Outside of sports, I have never been in that situation. And I tell you what, even in those sports situations, eyes up, you ain't no lot of conversation going on. You're in and you're out. Right? So yeah, someone asked a question, man, how do you not walk away to never return? That's how powerful deception is. I mean, remember, this guy is thinking he's probably somebody, a personal assistant to Rod Parsley.
Twice your age as a butt naked guy that has employee authority over you.
No, I've never experienced anything like that in my life at that point. And I'm in total shock. I don't know what to do. I'm listening to his commands and trying to keep from having to.
Now, Open Life Talk makes a great point that I want to expound on a little bit. He says he was testing his boundaries and teasing his imagination. I think something like this is actually seeing what he can get away with. And I'm not saying Rod was trying to make a future pass, but even it's so shocking. And to see if he would tell something like that, right? To see if it's almost like a test of loyalty. Like, oh, if he don't tell this, I could probably get away with this, right? So, yeah.
Face him and see what I'm trying to prevent from seeing and do my job and not do the wrong thing, because the culture back there, the atmosphere back there in executive wing is everyone walks, talks, and behaves in a certain professional fear, almost, because Rod is, he's the king of the castle. He's Pastor Rod.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you do have a lot of pastors who expect this kind of loyalty and devotion to themselves, and they kind of set it up to where if you cross the pastor, you've crossed God himself. Again, a great book I recommend reading is Bully Pulpit. Very good Bible. The pastor does not be the one lording his authority over the sheep. That's not a pastor where you're just telling people what to do, and if they don't agree, you get out of here, like Steven Anderson. That's not a pastor. Now, there are times for exercising your authority, but that's not the normative behavior. The actual normative behavior is very meek and mild. Like Jesus, the very normative behavior in his incarnation was very meek and mild. Every day he wasn't tossing tables, right? He wasn't doing that every day. He was very gentle. And so I think the kind of maybe the view of the pastor in many circles is actually just not biblical at all.
And to have to face that, it was kind of traumatizing on multiple levels.
Garrett, I'm going to ask a couple questions, and I apologize because this is we ain't never been here before.
Yeah.
We all have a memory.
Yeah.
In your mind's eye, in your memory,
right?
Can you still see those images?
Unfortunately, I can.
So you really can't unsee a naked Rod Parsley worldwide evangelist. You can't. The guy on the platform, you can't.
Poor guy. He got to live with those images forever. Terrible.
Unsee
that. Of course, that was 17 years ago, approximately, and memory fades. Memory is not as close as it once was. However, when I give thought to Rod Parsley or think about World Harvest Church, I can't help but to think of that image of Rod Parsley naked.
Isn't that kind of like mental rape?
In a way. And maybe that was his intention. It was like he knew what he was doing.
Do you think he was trying to see, was that like a sexual come on? Is he a homosexual, at least part-time? Or
I want to say for the record that he never like tried to come on to me or wink at me but there was something absolutely weird. Why are you standing in front of me completely naked? You're walking back and forth while your bath water's running or whatever.
I apologize for asking this. Was it part of your responsibilities to run his bath water?
Yes, that was.
Hold up, bro.
Boy, ain't no way,
What?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Say, bro, unless you in a nursing home, you physically unable, and I'm doing a brotherly act of love, I ain't running no another man bath water, bubble bath water. No way. It'd be a cold day in hell for K-Dub do it. Sir, what?
I'm tired of the church.
What? Running your bath water? Yeah, yes, sir.
You got to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that.
Bro, this dude was going through it. I know he don't feel good about it, so you can hear it in his voice. Bro, what? First of all, what grown man would do that? And what grown man would let another man do that? First of all, you run my bath water, bro. I'm unplugging it and redoing it myself. That's the only way. That's the only option I got left. Sir, no way you ain't running my bath water. Oh, man, this is crazy. This is, man, yeah, he can't feel good about himself. No way, man. Hold on. Let's see what else he got to say, man. This is crazy.
That's something that we were supposed to do, be prepared, but I'm new to it. I'm in shock.
It's kind of like filling up the swimming pool. Make sure the swimming pool.
Yes.
Nah, bro, it ain't like that. I will fill up a swimming pool. It is a lot more different. Every man knows it's a lot different than running somebody's bath water. That means you got to check the temp. Man, you doing too much, man.
You didn't know he's going to come parading around.
Right.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Janella says, looked like he was being hazed. Yeah, that's what I kind of think it was. I don't think it might have been some kind of homosexual like thing Rod was doing. I think it was like pure humiliation. That's what I think it was, to exert his power over him. Shout out to Starlight. Says, I'm a new member, love your channel. Well, we love you being here. That's personally what I think it is. It's about for Rod Parsley. So it said, that's the same water John had a bucket spills with. Sir, you ain't right. You was not right. No. Oh, man. All right, we're going to listen to a little more. We got to move on.
the atmosphere is so intense around him, and that I was in constant anxiety,
I bet.
shock,
Yeah.
awe, confused,
Yeah.
that I couldn't do that position.
Some people that will see
service.
this will say, well, the minute that would have happened, I would have just hightailed and bucked out of I would have got out of there.
Yeah.
How would you answer that person?
Well, for one thing, you have to have a plan of escape, and it's not easy to escape out of the back quarters, the executive quarters back there, for one thing.
No, I know what he's saying, and I understand it, because this is a cult mindset. Shout out to Bonnie Rivera. She says them sugar hips. I understand what he's trying to get at here, and ultimately, cults make it hard for you to leave them. You're financially dependent. You're relationally dependent. You're sociologically dependent. You become physically dependent. And they create so much dependency upon them that even when they do something crazy, like your alarms are going off, you know this is wrong. You can't leave because you're so dependent. They make it nearly impossible. So I understand what this gentleman is talking about. Again, we're going to move on. But you guys can watch that.
Something is mental.
You guys can watch more of that if you guys like. But that's crazy. That is crazy. Again, Rod Parsley, man. Again, I've always known him to be a bully. Will be interesting to see if more of this develops, if Rod Parsley responds. Now, I know I'm sure he has like a PR team telling him don't respond, right? So whatever. But That's crazy. Very, very cultish. Very cultish. Oh, grace and peace. Thank you for watching another episode of All Things Theology. If you enjoyed what you heard today, go on and give me a like. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. I promise to give you weekly lives, videos, interactions, exposing false teachers, sharing with you, the viewer, my theological beliefs, things about the culture, and the Bible. So if you're here for that, come on and join us. Also, if you would like to support this channel financially, you can do so by becoming a Patreon member or a YouTube member. Links are in the description below. You can see content before it drops. You can also have Q&A sessions with also other Patreon members, YouTube members as well. So if you would like that, hit the description link in below.